So the topic of today's sermon is expectations. All of us, as human beings, are subject to expectations. We have expectations about many things. We have expectations about other people. We have expectations about how things will turn out. When we eat food, we experience expectations. Now, the problem with expectations is either things will meet your expectations and you will be satisfied or happy. Things will exceed your expectations and you will be very excited and happy. Or things will fall short of your expectations and therefore you will suffer. This is a common phenomenon encountered by all people. There's a problem with this though, is that as long as we live based on our expectations, you never truly get to experience what that thing is. Because everything you experience are seen through the eyes of a comparison. Think about it. When you eat food, either you like it or you dislike it. Are you actually experiencing the meal, or are you merely comparing it to another occasion of it? As long as you are comparing it, you are not truly experiencing it. Therefore, there are a lot of information that you are missing because you're not experiencing it. When you go to a certain place and you have an experience there, you compare it to how you thought it would be, and you think about how it's better or it's worse. It's so much fun. It's more fun than I thought it would be. It's not as fun as I thought it would be. However, you're not truly experiencing it because you're too busy comparing it to what else happened somewhere else. Now imagine if we were able to free ourselves from this burden, to just not compare, but to be able to experience it and absorb all the information. Think about how much information is being missed. It's just like when you argue with someone. You're arguing to win. You're arguing to beat them. You're arguing to achieve a goal. But are you really listening to what they're saying? Are you really taking the time to absorb the information, learn from it, use it as information that could be useful or powerful to you? If our goal is to win, or our goal is to attack, then we're not actually taking any time to experience this. Back in the Buddhist time, there was a wealthy patron named Anathapindika, who when he had an opportunity to meet the Buddha invited him to sit down. Not knowing what to say, he greeted the Buddha saying, "Buddha, did you sleep well?" The Buddha answered, "For someone who has no attachments, for someone who has no expectations or desires, they will always sleep well, for nothing disturbs their sleep." Think about that clearly. Someone who has no desires, someone who has no expectations, their sleep is peaceful. Why is that? Because they are able to fully rest. They can spend the night and sleep without any fear, frustration, or anxiety. When you have expectations, you are comparing the past, the present, and the possible future. All we are doing is seeing it through the eyes of our mind, as opposed to experiencing it for what it is. So maybe as an exercise for the future, the next time you taste something, the next time you do something, try to see if you can experience it without comparing. Don't compare it to another meal. Don't compare it to another situation. Experience it for what it is in front of you, and maybe you will be able to learn more information that you were not able to see before.